visual mapping. It has a variety of names: spider diagrams, sometimes spray diagrams. The technique is quite simple. You have a central idea that you focus on, and then draw branches that are related concepts and sub-branches from that are related concepts to the main branches. The idea is, it's like creating a list, but instead of a list there's a structure and hierarchy inherent in a visual diagram. Because the brain is like a tree as well, mind map or visual diagram, it can be often easier to remember for the student.
I would use props a lot of the time. Maybe say we were doing what are the chances of something happening, we'd use maybe a deck of cards. What's the chance of pulling out a spade? And then we'd translate that into maths language, 1 in 4 or something. So I found by using props I got more participation from the students, and again with the non-kind of judgmental environment I got more involvement as well from them.
In recent years, the range of learners we have in the classroom is significantly more diverse than ever before. So we have to teach them in new ways, in new innovative ways that allow all learners to achieve and to participate in the learning process. Students now aren't necessarily as academically inclined as they used to be, so we have to meet them in the middle, and we have to create techniques that ensure that they feel they can participate fully. The E4 project and the techniques developed during the project allow students to fully engage and actively participate in the learning process.
So at the end of our project, we can go back to policymakers, to people in the Department of Education and say, here is a model that we have developed and it's worked, and we can demonstrate that it's worked through the experiences of teachers on the ground, but more importantly through the experience of our students who have actually started transferring and progressing within this national framework qualifications model. Students who have moved from a specialist education environment into further education and then are on a pathway now to accessing higher education.
There was one particular student, he was in his 40s. It was the first time he'd actually received any certification for education in his entire life. And that was a real special moment when he got his certificate. It really, really was, for him and for all of us. It was tremendous.
As one student said, I just loved it.
Any approach that ensures that the student is actively participating in the process as opposed to passively watching it is the key approach in this project.
They have learned how to learn, and they have what we call a passion for lifelong learning.